let's move on to the Lions as we were trying to go before. No new offensive coordinator. No more do they get to fall on Johnson here. So what are we doing to make sure the Lions stay where they are atop the NFC North? Mike, start us off here.
It's edge rusher. I mean, last year they lost Hutchinson after a few games, and when you look at their last 5 weeks, they were one of the worst defenses in the league. They allowed the highest passer rating. They allowed the most yards per game, and that all led to a perfect storm of a first round exit against the Commanders. So I think James Pierce is that edge rusher that they've been looking for to pair opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson. This is also a perfect spot for Derek Harmon, who I believe is still on the board as well, to help them shore up the run. I'm kind of on the fence between the two, but considering how they dealt for Zadarius Smith, believe it was the year before last, pass rush is a premium, and James Pierce is a guy that can really wreck the game, and I think that would be scary. Pair him opposite of Aiden Hutchinson.
Eli?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Mike. He has some character concerns. The motor can run hot and cold. The flashes are there. Aiden's going to keep him in line. Dan Campbell will certainly keep him in line. And so I think adding the athletic pass rusher with a few character concerns makes a lot of sense.
Adam, any last thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know that we can assume that having a good coach or having a good teammate is going to keep someone in line. There've been so many guys that
increases the chances, but it's not a solve all. Yes,
exactly. And that's not someone I would take in the first round. I look at the Lions, and the middle of their offensive line overall is kind of degrading. They're just getting older. Penei Sewell's great, but Graham Glasgow, Taylor Decker, there's another guard I'm forgetting, but they're just getting a little old, and it's not what Dan Campbell wants. I think he wants that O-line to dominate other teams, and I think they still have good D linemen across the board, including the edge rusher is an issue a little bit besides Aiden Hutchinson, but Josh Paschal, he's decent. Yeah. Pascal, yeah. I think O-line's the issue. I think Tyler Booker is the pick here, and I think that's what's going to keep us just running over teams and but then also allowing that play action to operate completely freely when everyone thinks we're running the ball and, it turns out to be a pass.
Yeah, I actually love the Tyler Booker here. I think the Lions pass rush will get better just simply by health, just by having better health luck this year than last year. Again, Hutchinson is just an absolute game wrecker on the outside, and they still almost made a Super Bowl without him on that roster. And they were trying to piecemeal that the entire year last year. Assuming decent health, Tyler Booker helps this team a little bit more. Let's go with him.